This podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto. Corky's Pest Control. And Lolita's Family of Restaurants.
Welcome to another baseball podcast. Tommy Morris, Christian Pedersen, David Ring here at Kansas City Cages. I'm playing a little injured right now, guys, if you can't tell from the sound of my voice, but I'm trying to fight through this thing.
As always, Tom.
I'm here for you guys. That's what I'm here for. We got our top 10s. We got some game picks. We got our game balls. We got Dave's dingers. Fair foul's a little bit suspended right now. We're suspending it for now.
Rain delay.
Yeah, rain delay on fair foul, but we'll get back to that later in the season. We got to start with the top 10s. Dave, who's on your list?
I'm going to start at 10. I'm going to do how you do it, Tommy. I'm going to sneak Scripps Ranch into my top 10. They're going to be number 10 for me at 8-1 right now. Congrats to you guys having a good start to the year. Helix be number 9. Madison 8. LCC is moving up to 7 for me. They're at 7-1. Poway 5-3. Number 6. Granite Hills number 5. San Marcos 4. I'm moving Cathedral Catholic down to number 3 after a couple tough losses. RB number 2, moving up one spot, and at number 1 this week, we got Eastlake. They're playing really solid baseball.
Big surprise.
All right, so top 10 for the San Diego Prep Insider crew. At number 10, La Jolla Truday sneaking back in there. Christian High School at number 9. Helix number 8. Poway 7. La Costa Canyon 6. Granite Hills 5. San Marcos 4. Cathedral Catholic at 3. Number 2. Eastlake, which means number 1 has to be Rancho Bernardo. Rancho Bernardo at the top of our list.
The Broncos, baby.
So, Christian, who played well last week? Let's get us some game balls.
Well, I'm going to give out some full team game balls because it was a good week at team baseball. First one, I'm going to go to Carlsbad. The Lancers, they shut SFC down. That's always an impressive win. SFC is a well-rounded team, hard to beat. Carlsbad, they keep stacking up these big wins. I know you guys use the word, they're going to sneak into my top 10 for Scripps and then for Country Day. Would not surprise me if the Lancers are a team that at the end of the season, all the other big plot lines have been talked about, and there's still Carlsbad after all the dust is settled. Next one, big shout out to Cathedral Catholic for blanking Helix. It's never easy to win a game at the varsity level. It's especially difficult to shut someone out who has a big-time offense like Helix. So congratulations, Cathedral. I'll go to Christian for beating Valhalla. We've talked a lot about Valhalla being a real upstart this season, but Christian's offense just keeps on providing wins. You know, what's the old saying? You put the ball in play, good things will happen. That seems what the Patriots are doing this season. Keep on going. Saints for beating Santana. That was a big win. Santana is, I think, an underappreciated quality team out there in the East County. So big win in the Battle of Purple. And then finally, I don't know if this is a game ball or if this is an apology or if this is a they told us so, but Escondido, you beat Poway. Congratulations. We were all wrong. Yada, yada, yada. Go Cougs. Dave?
Lots of people beating each other up in that top 10 this last week, so definitely a lot of shaking up, a fun week of baseball. My game balls, first one goes to Marcus Alizard. He's a senior at LCC. This guy's got 18 hits in 8 games. He's hitting .621. Pretty ridiculous. We got J.J. Wrights, also over at LCC. He's manning the pitching staff, 3-0. Have a year so far. Randy Abshire. This guy beat Madison last week. That's one of the reasons why they moved down in my top 10. He's over at Otay. He has 28 Ks in 16 innings.
Otay Ranch looking really good so far this season.
He's definitely making them look like a solid team. I'm impressed so far. And now on to Dave's dingers. Stevie Monahano, El Capitan, grand slam against St. Augustine.
Salami.
Max Owens had 2 bombs against Claremont last week. He's a senior over at UC, looking to get picked up somewhere. And last dinger list, Connor O'Brien for RB, had 2 bombs last week.
I was wondering when the RB kid was going to get involved in this conversation.
I was going to throw these guys some love. He's hitting really well, hitting about 355 right now.
That school is a launching pad for just absolute monstrosities.
Yeah, and when, like I said earlier, when this guy's one of the leaders, this team is going to be hard to stop. So, I mean, they're 8-1 right now. Going to be a tough team to beat going forward.
And we will be there for the TV show tomorrow. So
absolutely.
RB, we're coming for you.
Coming.
Going to our game picks now, guys.
All right, how else can we embarrass ourselves this season?
Starting with the game from 2 games from Wednesday, we got Lincoln going to Castle Park. I will take CP Castle Park in this one.
Going with the Trojans. It makes sense that you would pick the Trojans. I'm going to go with Lincoln. They are a really good team this season. They're not getting a lot of attention because they're not playing against the RBs and whatnot of big time talents. But hey, a win is a win at the end of the day, and Lincoln's getting a lot, and they're going to get one more here.
I'll take Lincoln.
There we go.
I love your brevity.
Small school matchup here also on Wednesday. The Bishop School going to Francis Parker. It's going to be a tough one. I'm actually having.
He's going to pick the upset? He's going to pick the upset?
I'm going to pick the upset.
He's going to pick the upset!
I'm going to pick Bishop School.
The Bishops. The Bishop School.
The Bishop School. You know what? Does two people picking an upset still make it an upset?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll pick the upset. Ooh. Bishops, baby.
Bishops is 7-3 this year, having an amazing year. I'm going to take Parker. Nick Noonan is going to go 5 for 5 with a couple dingers. And
So will he do that in spring training then, since he's in the Padres? Nick Allen, I assume.
yeah, that's all I have for that one.
A lot of good Nicks coming through the Francis Parker program. So Nick Noonan, a little bit older, Nick Allen.
Allen, sorry, I always get that one mixed up.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a compliment, Nick. Don't worry.
Francis Parker shortstops. It's amazing how many good ones they've had in the last couple of years. So, yeah.
I mean, I've gotten the wrong school on top 10. It's fine. We're all good.
It was close.
At least it wasn't Canyon Crest.
Moving on to Thursday, kind of a weird matchup. We got a big school going to a little school. It's Poway going to Santa Fe Christian. I'm going to go with the road team. I'm going to go with Poway in this one.
I'm taking Santa Fe Christian.
I got to take Poway. You guys are going to avenge my pick from last week. Poway, go Titans.
And then another one from Thursday. We got Christian going to Montgomery. I like the Patriots. In this one. I'm going to stick with Christian. They're having a good year. That's why you're back in my top 10. I'm going to go with Patriots.
I like Montgomery. They're scrappy. They got a whole lot of the guys named Serta down there doing really well. And I think that this is the beginning of people starting to realize that. They're going to beat up on a team that has a great offense. This will be a really fun game to watch. And I'm saying Montgomery comes out on top.
Well, Montgomery was in my top 10 to start the year. Christian's in your top 10. I'd say it's a pretty good matchup. I'm going to take Christian on this one. The guys have been hitting pretty well for Christian. I'd say they might hit a few bombs off Serta.
I'd love to see that.
They can hit, man. They've got like 6-7 bombs.
You got D1 talent on both sides there. Let's go after it.
All right, final game actually is a bonus game here. Doubleheader, Point Loma and La Jolla. I'm going to say Vikings game 1, Pointers game 2. What do you think?
I'm going to double down and say Pointers on both of them.
Dane Hansen and the La Jolla boys are going to get 1. I'll say La Jolla wins the first one, Point Loma wins number 2.
Doubleheaders are tricky, though.
This is tricky. I know. You got pitching's get weird, everything like that's weird. But that's all we got so far today. Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
We have an app now.
Oh, we got an app.
We have an app. Dave, did you know that we have an app?
I don't even know that.
You just found that out?
I just found that
I
out.
found that out this morning. You didn't find that out because you've actually been working on it. But folks, we got an app now. Go download it now. You get push notifications. Yeah, so every time. Every time the podcast comes out, you don't have to remember it anymore. You can now set it to let you know every time the podcast drops. So go download our app. First 1,000 people get a free hug.
Or just, or we'll say thank you.
Or we'll say thank you. Yeah, we'll retweet you. I don't, please go download the app. It's a great way to find all of our content instead of having to wait for it on Twitter or remember it. It'll come straight to you.
I'm impressed, guys. There's a lot of sports you guys cover. I don't know how you keep track. Check out me. I'm on Twitter, David Ring, at DavidRing10, and wherehittersaremade.com.
Yeah, come check out Canyon Side Cages. You might be able to throw some BP to Tommy.
And look, Dave.
Even
let me hit. Look, see.
You got bat marks on there. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you close this out because I have now taken this off the track.
All right, guys. We're out of here. We'll see you next week.